really are. There's no question about that. Having said that, his era is over. I mean, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Now we begin to search for the next great quarterback flop, for the Washington football team, because they pretty much are. Haskins is not the first, won't be the last. This is throwing people on the bus. He's sure, because even before Snyder got here, okay, in the hopes that this one guy will turn his team around. But obviously, he's not the guy. The saddest thing about Haskins, his era ended before he learned how to spell his name. I don't even know how to spell his first name, and he's already gone. But, I mean, obviously...
Not Dwayne. That was Dwayne Allman of the Allman Brothers. This is Dwayne.
Here's the thing. And what we need to do, I think, we need to put this game in perspective. Basically, the game yesterday was a game between two dead-end teams. It should have been between two dead-end teams just playing at the string. It was just a fluke that the Washington football team was playing for the division title. That has nothing to do with them. The Washington football team is the accidental tourist. That's what they are. They're like Jed Clampett shooting food, the oil pops out. They got nothing. Like, look, here we are. Everybody's going, so what are you people doing here? Beverly Hills. What are you clowns doing here? I mean,
they made Mr. Drysdale's career. Now let's get that straight.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
That's true. That's true. Somebody's getting fat. Somebody's getting fat somewhere. It ain't me. It ain't you. But somebody's getting fat. No question. But I mean, that's basically two dead-end teams. And if you look at it that way, if we look at it from that perspective, if we get out of this playoff crud, because the football team is not a playoff team, and they never were, and they're not this year, but even though they think it is by some incredible fluke, they have won 6 games this year, and they only won 3 last year. So let's put it that way. They have won 6, and to be honest,
I hope so.
To be honest, I mean, and I didn't know this. Carolina was actually favored.
Yeah, by the time they put McLaurin on the pine and all the active and inactives came out, the line went from we get a bit Washington -1 to pick them to Carolina -1. Yeah, let me tell you this. I don't like their coach. That guy Matt Rule, don't like him. Didn't like him in college. Don't like him in the pros. He's the kind of guy you want to walk up to and flick his ear and say, "Okay, try something, you." I can't say it on the air. Try it. Do it. Make my millennium. Go ahead. You feel lucky?
Perhaps you'll have that opportunity.
But I don't do that at this age. It's the kind of thing you do when you're younger.
They don't appear to miss Robert Rivera too much. Just be honest. They don't appear to miss him. I mean, they're better this year too. I mean, both these teams, actually, you're looking at 2 teams that are actually getting better. I mean, this was an even game. One of them just got the drop on the other one, and that's the way it went, basically. But, I mean, here's the thing. We can sit around and say, oh, that was such a tragedy, because the Redskins, the Washington football team had a chance to win the division. They're playing a 4-10 team, but the bottom line is, with young Haskins starting quarterback, the Washington football team is a bad football team, and bad football teams are going to do what they do. It doesn't matter what you're playing for; they're going to do what they do. Okay, when the football team has a reasonably healthy 38-year-old Alex Smith, they're not bad. They can get enough offense generated to take advantage of the opportunities the defense gives them.
I think Smith is 36. He's 36, not 38.
38, whatever he is, he's old. Right, he'll split hairs for a minute. He's old, okay? But they're
he's an old 36.
Team. They're a serviceable team. And the fact that they have not replaced him, it's not Dwayne Haskins' fault that the Washington football team hasn't gotten the Super Bowl.
No, hey, Max, what is his fault is he got unprepared, he doesn't care. He's a zombie. He's a zombie walking across a desert. He doesn't care. He doesn't look like he cares. He doesn't look like he's involved in it. He doesn't have the fundamentals of the game. You see him throwing them. He can't even plant himself and square himself up to throw the ball. His feet are even instead of one back and one forward. And he's throwing split scissors things. And he can't run. He can't get out of the way of a rush. The guy's I don't know if he's got enough gray matter between the ears to be able to do this job. And if he does, he doesn't care to try and do it, make it work. Period.
I know that makes you feel better, but the Washington football team drafted.
Well, you know who drafted him? It was your twin brother, little Danny Snyder did.
Okay. I know.
Come on.
Let's not go with the Snyder and Alice.
No, it was Snyder who wanted him because his son went to school with him at Bullis Prep. I mean, God, is that any way to run a business?
Whatever, Al. Whatever.
It's not whatever. It's what is. You can't say whatever to that, Max. It's what is.
It's the whole point. It's the whole point of what I'm saying. This team gives you no chance.
Right.
This franchise gives you no chance. And I'll get to another great young player. And on the flip side, we've got Chase Young, who seems to care. I mean, who's a force, who seems to care. And I'm looking. I mean, obviously he cares. I'm looking at a guy. I'm looking forward to seeing him play in a Washington football uniform for a long time. Unfortunately, if that's what happens, it's not going to be a good thing for him. It's not going to be a good thing for him because what we're going to see with him, because he's not the first great player the Redskins drafted during the Snyder era. He's not. But what we're going to see is he is going to get sunk. He's going to get sucked, I should say. And this same infectious malaise that everybody gets sucked into when they play for this team. It's powerful stuff, Al. It's powerful stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's the curse of Jack Can't Cook.
It's going to suck you in. There's no curse. This is a bad franchise.
There's a curse.
Oh, come on, man.
Work with me. Work with me on this.
Because this is a bad franchise because they have no fundamentals. This got nothing to do with any freaking curse. They have bad fundamentals. They have bad management.
Go with me on this. I know Jack Can't Cook didn't put a curse. You can't put a curse on somebody unless you're a one-eyed gypsy.
I'm not going along with your simplistic bull. The reason they're bad is because they have bad fundamentals. They have bad
people. I don't know this.
They have bad people. They have an arrogant megalomaniac and an arrogant, incompetent megalomaniac. And he's also a creep. Apparently he's creepy too. Apparently he's out there doing God knows what to the cheerleaders. Apparently this is a disease. This is a disease franchise that has nothing to do with Jack Can't Cook. If they had better people at the time, this would not be happening.
See, wait a minute, Max, give me a sec. Max, give me a second.
Players that they draft.
Max, will you let me get a word? Max, it's my show. Let me get a word in. Do you want to say the curse of the Bambino? Was there really a Billy Goat? No, this is all part of sports. You talk about. I know it's not a curse. I understand what it is. It is Snyder, an idiot football owner, and the dysfunction of the team. I was at training camp with a guy that hosts a thing on Fox every week, and I said this is a dysfunctional cesspool, and he loved it. I mean, we know what it is, Max. I know what it is. I know it's not a curse. There's, I know that. Go forward.
Don't go with these simplistic things. I mean, what's going on here?
God almighty, Max, enough, Max. It's not simplistic.
Organizational failure.
No kidding.
Organizational failure.
No kidding.
It has nothing to do, really, with the guy who's not interested in playing. The Vikings football team's been drafting guys who aren't interested in playing forever. Stuart Craven didn't want to play. They drafted him with a second-round pick. Your boy, what's his name, drafted him with a second-round pick. The kid from TCU. The kid from TCU that got in the first round, he didn't want to play. He wanted to play flag football. This organization is so discombobulated, they are incapable of winning.
You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. We're past break time. Go ahead.
I've said everything I need to say.
Okay.
Other than, I hope you have a great day and a fine Christmas, and I hope you calm down a little bit.
Well, Max, when you say things that are ridiculous, that I don't understand what's going on.
I was talking about curses of dead teams. People have been dead for 20 years.
I tried to get a sentence out. Thanks for the call. Goodbye. God bless you. Hope you have a nice Christmas, too. I like what time warp you're in. Whatever time warp it is. Max, don't you think I know what's going on in Washington as well as you do? Come on, Max. You picked the wrong bone to chew on there. Duh. I know. Was there really a curse of the Bambino? Was there really a Billy Goat curse? Come on, man. It's sports. You know that. Excuse me. I don't mean to sound like Joe Biden. I'll take a pause and return right here on Sports 106.1.